Alright, testing audio. Looks like we're good. Okay. What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. It's going to be a short one today since it's kind of a holiday weekend. It's been hard to get longer ones in, but I want to show off a quick demo. We'll start off by showing off Bonsai-CLI, why I think it's going to be a really awesome tool for solo developers, for web agencies. I think it's going to 10 to 100x my workflow for building a website. So it's still in development. It's not polished yet, but that's what we're going to work on after I do the demo. So I'm going to just show you guys what we got going on. Let me boot up my local environment real quick. I thought I did this before I started the stream. So we are using the Roots WordPress stack. It's an open source, modern WordPress framework. And it's really dope. I've been using it for 10, 15 years, honestly. It started as a WordPress theme and then it turned into a full stack, and now they have some really cool tools built in. So I built this as a acorn package. Basically, acorn ties together Laravel components with Laravel packages with WordPress command line. So yeah, I'm not gonna explain it. Let me just wait for this virtual machine to boot up. I might get some music going real quick, actually. Hold on a sec. So yeah, if you get a Roots WordPress stack up and running, it's just a blank boilerplate template that you start with, a Tailwind and Alpine setup usually. So this is what it looks like when everything's up and running. I'm gonna come over in another tab, do yarn dev. So now I should be able to go to localhost 4000 and you see a basic website with some components. So let me show you how this works. I'm gonna come into my commands I have right here, and doesn't hurt to run a composer update just to make sure that we are on the latest version as of last night. Cool, good to go. So this is how we do it. First, I'm going to do a cleanup. So we've built a cleanup process that'll undo everything within that the Bonsai-CLI generates. That is destructive, so I'll just type in yes. And now if I refresh this, we are back to a Sage 10 basic theme. I'm actually using Radical, their paid product, but it's the same thing as Sage 10 basically. So now we're going to run Bonsai init, and I'm just telling it to do this on the development server. That's why I have an alias for development. I will just do default. And now I'm going to run Bonsai generate Bonsai, and I'll tell you about why it's double Bonsai here in a second. So let's just check this out. There we go. So cool. Build a website. You could have just cloned a website, right? Not a big deal. But I'll show you why it is a big deal. So this is our project we're working in right here. We have something called under config, we have, sorry, it's not under config, it's under, where is the config? Oh, sorry, it's in Bonsai-CLI. So you can run it locally as well, but in your project, but within Bonsai-CLI, we have some pre-built config files. So you'll see bonsai.yaml right here, and this has all of the components, the layouts, the styles, the copy, the links. Um, I think we have some styles and colors in here. We're going to add more so you can literally customize everything from within this configuration file. So if I wanted to change the site name, I just change it right here. If I wanted to change the navigation options up here, you have these right here. If I wanted to change anything, it's right here. So cool. Someone who's not good at code could read this YAML file, be more of like a site maintenance type person, and they could go through, adjust the copy, build it themselves, because it's so easy to read and kind of understand the flow of things. I do want to build like a visual tool for this, so you don't even have to read code. We'll probably eventually get there. You know, we can define style sheets, things like that. Now, the cool thing about this, here's the mic drop moment. I could copy this. You know, I have Claude and ChatGPT built into my code editor right here using Cursor AI. So I could say, you know, please rewrite this file. Basically, you could run this through AI. It could rewrite all of the copy, change all of the layout for you. It could even be smart enough to know what type of layout would be best for your situation. So you could give it context and it would just respin this configuration file and you'd have something completely different. So let me show you how that works. Let's run a cleanup. I actually haven't tested the Cypress one in a while, so there's a possibility we could break something. Alright, so instead of bonsai generate bonsai, this is the configuration file right here, so we could say Cypress. And there you go. It's different. It's yeah, it looks like we're missing some stuff there. I think we just haven't updated the configuration file. So what we could do is come into here. Please update cypress.yaml, and then I can add it right here, just so I make sure it has the context. To be in accordance to bonsai.yaml. It will have different copy, different sections, layouts, buttons, etc. Cypress is going to be a high-end WordPress theme that will utilize all the features of Bonsai-CLI plus no code editor through Gutenberg. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do this yet, but you know, let's just give it something. It might break because it's going to be trying different components, so it's a possibility, but let's just see what it can do on the first try. And eventually I'm going to build a WordPress plugin that will actually have access to these config files, and it'll have API ties to Claude or OpenAI, and it will be able to respin this configuration and run it straight from the WordPress plugin. So that's going to be my next project after we get Bonsai-CLI up and running. And what I mean by up and running is, this is kind of a basic site that we had built, but eventually I wanted to be able to build my agency website by running a jackalope configuration file. And I'm just gonna build a bunch of beautiful landing pages. So this is the quality I want it to get to, but it's a work in progress. Obviously, that's how development goes. I love how Reddit likes to be salty. I posted the other day that you could build a beautiful website in seconds, and people are like, "Why did you post an 8.5 hour long video? How is that in seconds?" I'm like, well, I built hundreds of websites in 8.5 hours because that's what I do is just build it over and over and over again until we refine it more and more. All right, so did we update that? We're gonna accept the changes. I copy this, go over to GitHub, paste the details, commit, push, do a composer update. Bonsai-CLI is a composer package within the project. So if I come into the project, you'll see I have a composer file right here, and I've added it right here. And I've also added the GitHub repo right here. I will publish it as a composer package eventually, but not until it's a little more polished. All right, so let's run the cleanup. Then bonsai init. Then bonsai generates cypress. Nothing broke. It even has a unique tree? Really? That's beautiful. We've got our features grid. Unable to locate class. So we'll just come over to cursor. I'm actually going to close composer in this window so I don't get them confused. Feature grid. No, I just want to use the existing components that we have working. How about just reorder them so it's not the same order as bonsai.yaml. And then I'm just going to come in here and reference the components. All right, let's see what it has. So we have hero, header, card, widget, pricing box. Let me just verify. Will this display the components in a different order than bonsai? Yeah. I want them in a different order for Cypress. Okay, that should work. Reordered component layout for Cypress. All right, now we compose our update, our package. We'll do a cleanup. Speaking of cleanup, I'm going to clean up these commands eventually, so they'll look a little cleaner, but work in progress. Bonsai generates Cypress. Okay, we've got more issues. Since this is a short stream, I gotta work really fast. So I'm just gonna lazy copy paste the error, see what it has to say. Copy these key changes, accept, come over to GitHub, paste, commit, push, update. Might seem like I could streamline the GitHub stuff a little easier by running it in command line, but I really like using this visual one because when I make changes, when Cursor AI makes changes for me, actually, I can come over here and just look at the diff and see exactly what it changed. So it's really helpful, actually. All right, we'll do a cleanup. Init and generate Cypress. We still have an error. I don't even know if it's the same error, but Cursor will know. Lazy coding, AI workflow right here. Saves a lot of brain cells. Or maybe it kills them. I don't know, but it's faster. Yeah, you should have been checking Bonsai YAML from the beginning, bro. Composer update, Bonsai init. Actually, Bonsai cleanup, Bonsai init. Generate Cypress. Another error. I've been making so many commits lately. So many commits with this workflow. Wonder what my GitHub looks like. Oh yeah, you can see a heavy streak right here. Those were 9-hour streaming sessions. All right, back to this, clean up. Generate Cypress. Come on, baby. I thought this was going to be a lot easier. So yeah, if I train an AI model to rewrite the configuration files, then it's going to know exactly how to do it. Right now, I don't think it has quite figured that out yet. I'm going to add, we should add documentation on that in the README. Clean up. Init. Generate Cypress. There we go. Cool. It seems like it's missing some of the data, but at least you can kind of see um, just how you could build a landing page so fast. So just to show you again, we're going to run cleanup. Now we have a basic Sage 10 theme, boilerplate. Now we run Bonsai init. And instead of Cypress, we'll say Bonsai. And there you go. So just one more example. I was going to get into some component development today, but see, I want to add more components. Like I've shown you on the Jackalope landing page, my agency site, all of these components. I have client projects that I have other built components that I want to bring in. So the process now from here on out is just going to be adding more components. And I also need to polish them a little bit. So like this one actually looks pretty good right now, but this one's going to take a little bit of polishing. Same with this section. So it's just going to be a back and forth process. But I want to show you one more example of just how you could do it. So this is my actual project right here where Bonsai-CLI is installed. And I think, yeah, you can run your YAML files straight from within here. I haven't tested that yet, but that's the idea. For now, I'm just going to test it inside of Bonsai-CLI. So let's say we have test right here. I'm going to take Bonsai YAML, paste it over in test, and then I'm just going to say test. Let's add test right here to the context window. I'm going to say, please rewrite. Did I save this? Please rewrite test.yaml to fit a landing page for roots.io ecosystem. Keep the components the same, but change the copy. Add list items relevant to roots ecosystem. Ooh, stretch my back. Ooh. Okay. Accept the changes, commit, push, composer update. Clean up. Init. And then instead of generate bonsai, let's run generate test. Cool. It got the idea. So obviously I could instruct it better. I'd just give it more context, more instructions. But it's pretty dope. So cool, that took a little longer than seconds to recreate that configuration file. Maybe took about a minute. But no need for a copywriter. Then I'm gonna take all of my images that I like to use, say I might do some of them from my main website, especially some of these more generic bonsai ones. And I'm going to include those in Bonsai-CLI, so you'll have some placeholder images that'll look beautiful out of the box. And so, end goal, you'll be able to run bonsai generate jackalope and build something exactly like this. Right now, it's a little crude, still in development, but just wanted to show you guys a little demo. I think I'm gonna be cutting the stream soon, so if you're getting to this now, feel free to go back to the beginning, watch from the beginning where I demonstrate how you can do it. You know, while we're here, why don't I just demonstrate it one more time? Whoa, whoa, whoa. I should make it fail if you don't type in yes. So, once again, this is a Sage 10 theme. This is as basic as it gets. With the root stack, this is what happens when you get a local website up and running. So I'm just gonna say bonsai init default. I will say bonsai generate instead of test this time. Let's run bonsai configuration. There we go. Beautiful landing page in seconds. And then I showed you how you can run that through AI to run a completely different configuration. Actually, I'm just curious what happens if I run two generates back to back, if it breaks anything. Nope. I can literally just run them back to back. So we have generate test. Let's do Cypress, which is the theme I'm going to be building. There we go. Huh, it even like structured the layout differently, like the containers and stuff. So that's awesome that you can do that. Let's generate bonsai. Completely different landing page. Generate test. Completely different landing page. So there you go. I'm going to be working on this demo a little bit over the next few days because I have a client that I want to demo this for. And once I've gotten that done, then we'll probably get deep into like polishing things. But yeah, I need to have this demo-able by next week. So I'm kind of just practicing today. But thanks for stopping by. Much love, my friends. I'm going to go spend some time with the family. And once I've done that, I don't think I'll be streaming anymore tonight, but I'm definitely going to tomorrow. Got the Saints football game at 2 o'clock. So maybe it'll be a little bit of an evening stream tomorrow. So